Not all smart locks are built for the same type of user. Some focus on security, some focus on convenience, and others try to balance both. Then there is the matter of budget, because spending $100 and spending $350 can get you very different experiences. So today we are taking a closer look at some smart door locks that cover a wide range of needs and price points. Let's get started. Starting at the premium end, the eufy FamiLock S3 Max feels like a smart lock and video doorbell combined into one device. The hardware looks substantial on the door, and once you start using it, the palm vein scanner quickly becomes the feature you notice most. It reads up to 50,000 vein data points and unlocks in under 0.1 seconds, which means wet fingers or worn fingerprints are rarely a concern. Then there is the 2K HDR camera with a full 180-degree view, so whether a package arrives or someone approaches the porch, you get a much wider picture than most lock cameras provide. We also like the 15,000 mAh battery, which is rated for up to 5 months, plus there is backup power if needed. At around $330, it is expensive. However, when you consider the camera, intercom, internal display, and Grade 1 security rating, it feels closer to a complete front door security system than just a lock. Now, if the eufy feels a little too expensive, the DESLOC K140 Plus takes one of its most interesting ideas and brings it down to a much friendlier price. At around $180, this is one of the more affordable ways to get palm vein recognition on your front door. The lock gives you 5 ways to get in, including palm vein unlock, passcodes, app access, voice control, and a traditional key. What we like here is the simplicity. Built-in Wi-Fi means there is no separate hub to buy, so setup feels straightforward right from the start. The biometric system uses your internal vein pattern rather than a fingerprint, and DESLOC claims a false recognition rate below 0.0001%. Besides that, the 10,000 mAh rechargeable battery can last up to 9 months between charges. It does miss out on cameras and some of the advanced monitoring features found on more expensive locks. However, for the price, it offers a surprisingly modern experience that feels well above its category. While most smart locks try to look futuristic, the Level Lock Pro goes in the opposite direction. In fact, from the outside, many people would never realize there is a smart lock installed at all. That hidden design is the biggest reason people buy it. Almost all of the technology sits inside the door, which keeps the original look of your hardware intact. Yet despite that clean appearance, it still supports Apple Home keys, Matter, Bluetooth, app control, key fobs, and traditional keys. One feature we genuinely appreciate is the built-in door status detection. The lock can tell whether the door is open or closed without visible sensors around the frame, which keeps the installation looking neat. Security credentials are excellent as well, with BHMA AAA certification and Grade 1 ratings. At roughly $350, it is actually the most expensive lock on this list. So this is less about value and more about refinement. If aesthetics matter as much as technology, few locks do it better. Not everyone needs palm vein scanners or built-in cameras, and that is exactly where the DESLOC K120 starts making sense. At around $120, it focuses on the features most people actually use every day. The main attraction is its fingerprint system. DESLOC uses a 3D recognition algorithm with a claimed false acceptance rate of less than 1 in a million. In practice, it feels quick and convenient, especially when your hands are full and reaching for keys is the last thing you want to do. Built-in Wi-Fi also means remote locking, unlock notifications, and voice assistant support without extra hardware. Then there is the landlord mode, which allows temporary schedules and access management. So if you manage rentals or frequently host guests, it becomes surprisingly useful. The 15,000 mAh battery is rated for up to 13 months, and the IP65 weather protection adds confidence outdoors. For buyers who want strong functionality without spending a fortune, this feels like one of the easiest recommendations here. And finally, if your goal is spending as little as possible while still getting a modern smart lock experience, the ThorBolt X1 deserves a look. At just $99, it brings features that normally appear on products well above this price point. You can unlock it through Apple Home Key, Siri, the companion app, a passcode, fingerprint recognition, or a physical key. That flexibility alone makes it feel more expensive than it actually is. The fingerprint reader is rated for a 0.2-second response time with 99.8% accuracy, and in day-to-day use, that speed becomes one of its biggest advantages. Besides that, the lock supports auto lock, activity tracking, anti-peep protection, and a secure lockdown mode. Battery life is another highlight, with claims of up to 18 months between replacements. Combined with the aluminum and zinc alloy construction and IP65 weather resistance, it feels reassuringly solid. It does not have the advanced technology of the premium models, but for under $100, there is very little here that feels compromised. That was all. Thanks for watching. If you found it helpful, give it a like and subscribe for more videos. And don't forget to share your experience in the comments.